Are you moving to Riverside or simply need to set up a new water service? Don't let the process overwhelm you. By the end of this explainer, you'll be completely equipped to get your water service up and running effortlessly. Welcome. Today we're going to demystify the surprisingly complex process of getting your water turned on in Riverside, California. Because whether you're a new resident settling into your dream home or a business owner opening up a new storefront, establishing your utility service, that's absolutely your crucial first step. Okay, so let's dive right into this with a really common misconception. You might just assume the city has one single water provider handling everyone, from downtown all the way out to the deep suburbs. But actually, that is not the case here at all. Riverside operates on a heavily bifurcated system, meaning the territory is completely split up. So if you just guess who your provider is based on a quick internet search, you might end up applying to the completely wrong agency. To make this whole thing effortless for you, our explainer today is structured into 5 clear steps. Riverside's water map, finding your provider, starting RPU service, starting Western Water, and finally, managing your account. All right, let's start with Section 1, taking a look at Riverside's unique, bifurcated utility map. What's really fascinating here is how the territory is divided up among multiple providers. Riverside Public Utilities, or RPU, and Western Water are the 2 main giants. RPU basically handles the central municipal core, like the traditional city limits. But as the city expanded over time, the newer suburban sectors and unincorporated boundaries, those fell under the jurisdiction of the Western Municipal Water District. And the system is just truly a patchwork. Aside from those 2 major players, you've also got these smaller historic districts, places like the Rubidoux Community Services District, the Santa Ana River Water Company, and the Riverside Highland Water Company. They serve very specific neighborhoods and localized parcels. I mean, you can literally have a situation where you're billed by one agency and your friend just 2 streets over is billed by a completely different one. It's wild. So let's move right into our second section and figure out exactly how to identify which of these agencies serves your new address. Because these utilities have completely different fee structures, entirely unique customer portals, and independent account setup protocols, your absolute first step has to be checking the official local water provider map. Seriously, do not skip this. We highly recommend doing this research and starting your application at least 1 to 2 weeks before your actual move-in date. It's a super common troubleshooting issue. People move from areas with single utility systems, they assume they can just call the city on moving day, and then, boom, they end up without water for the entire weekend. Not fun. So the most crucial point to remember here is the number 2. That's the minimum number of business days both major utilities require just to process your activation request. Whether you're dealing with RPU or Western Water, you absolutely need to factor in this 48-hour processing window. All right, let's look at Section 3, the onboarding path for those of you moving into the central municipal core served by Riverside Public Utilities. If you fall into this territory, you get to take advantage of an incredibly simplified, integrated framework. This actually answers one of our most frequently asked questions. Wait, do I have to set up water and electricity separately? Well, in the RPU district, the answer is no. Your water and electric are beautifully bundled together into a single administrative structure. You simply go to their online portal, fill out the Start Service form for electricity, and just like that, your water is automatically registered as well. And it gets even better. RPU generally just runs a standard municipal check, so for standard residential users, they typically waive those pesky upfront security deposits. Their customer service is highly accessible too. If you ever run into any address verification issues, you can just call them directly at 951-826-5311 during normal business hours to get it sorted out instantly. But what if you're moving to the suburbs or unincorporated areas? Let's jump into Section 4 and explore the process for the Western Municipal Water District. Now, Western Water operates as a standalone service. That means your water and sewer are totally separate from your electricity. You're going to need to submit a specific start/stop service request with them. And as part of this, you'll undergo a secure soft credit check. Don't worry, this is purely to verify your identity and see if a security deposit is required based on your credit history. It won't impact your credit score at all. If a deposit is required, you've got to pay it before your service start date to avoid any delays. Oh, and a quick security tip directly from the district: never put sensitive data, like your social security number, on standard web forms. If you prefer, you can handle the whole thing securely over the phone by calling their customer service at 951-571-7104. Looking at these options side by side really highlights the contrasting requirements between the 2 giants. On one side, RPU is bundled, easy, and mostly deposit-free.
On the other side, Western Water requires a standalone application, a soft credit check, and they apply a flat $10 processing fee to your first statement. Knowing your exact provider literally saves you from waiting on hold with the wrong company.
And if you want a little regional context, you're actually in great shape moving to Riverside. That $10 Western Water setup fee, it's quite low compared to surrounding areas. For example, the city of Corona charges a $26 account creation fee, and San Bernardino Municipal Water mandates a $40 administrative setup fee on your very first bill. So honestly, a $10 fee billed to your first statement is incredibly reasonable.
Finally, let's wrap things up with Section 5, covering how you actually manage your account, pay your bills, and optimize your usage once the water is flowing. Whether you use RPU or Western Water, you have an incredible array of payment options. I always recommend enrolling in their direct pay plan. It's essentially autopay, so you never miss a beat or incur those annoying late fees. But hey, if you prefer handling things physically, RPU actually has 2 walk-in centers, the Downtown Customer Service Center on Orange Street and the Customer Resource Center on Madison Street. You can also pay via the 311 Riverside mobile app or even use third-party billing services like Defer It, which basically lets you split your utility bill into 4 installments. Now, as a quick value add for your new home, both utilities really urge you to be water-wise. Riverside is in a semi-arid climate, right? So water conservation is a permanent, ongoing community effort here. A great rule of thumb to keep your bill low and conserve resources is to simply avoid watering your landscaping between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. Skipping the sprinklers during the hottest parts of the day literally prevents massive water loss through evaporation. Before we finish up, please keep in mind that the information provided in this explainer is for general informational purposes only and may not reflect the most current legal developments. For any specific advice, updated rate changes, or new regulations, please make sure to contact the local water authority directly. So don't let the move overwhelm you. You now know that identifying your specific district is literally half the battle. Take that first step today. Check the map and get your new Riverside home fully up and running. But it does make you wonder, if something as simple as getting your water turned on is this hyper-localized and complex, what other surprising infrastructure secrets is your new city hiding? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and enjoy your new home.